What? How is this locked? What is going on? Okay. I don't... Okay, so here I am at the tiny laundromat, and when I got here, the door was locked. That's what that was all about, and I could not open it. My code that I thought was working was not working, and I was like, this is a great way to run a business and have our struggling laundromat do better, is to be closed. So, it was an interesting day at the laundromat. Someone tried to do laundry. That's them driving away. I told them to come back. My contractor should be here in 5 or 10 minutes. He gave me the code for it, but that code is not working. But he's also got Bluetooth on his phone to connect to it. So one way or another, we'll get the door open, hopefully without breaking it. I'm in, I made it. And we've got quite a few things to talk about here at this little laundromat. So first off, I got here and the door was locked, which is really weird. It's an auto locking door, should lock at 10 p.m. And then if people are here after hours, which someone was last night, they can unlock it. That's actually unlocking it. Won't let you lock it when it's supposed to be open. It just automatically unlocks. But it was locked. The code wouldn't work, but my contractor came and used his phone to connect to it and got it working. So we don't know if it was jammed or something else happened weird, but the code works now. Everything works. Hopefully that doesn't happen or keep happening, because that's obviously not good to be closed. That's something new too, because I'll show you the video. This thing works sometimes and doesn't work other times. So I had a call from someone who said, hey, the change machine isn't working. I'm like, it should be. It was working here. I think I was here on Monday. And then the green lights were on. Everything on there should, indicates it's working. It wasn't taking bills. Then you turn the power on, turn it back off. It works again. So yeah, almost no money's been used there, which means not much is going to be in here, because this thing is not working very well. So that's kind of frustrating. Some money in there. But luckily people are still able to get quarters from the local gas station. A lot of people bring quarters with them. So it's not like they'll stop coming, but it's definitely a massive inconvenience and not good, and probably could stop some customers from coming. So we want to make sure that that is always working. And I've been testing it every time I leave, so I don't know why it's doing that. Now my contractor had a good idea. He's like, we could put this on a timer. Here's the room back here. And the plug. And then every night, oh look, there's a screwdriver. We were just looking for one. Can't believe I don't have a screwdriver here, but anyway. Then it would turn off every night, turn back on in the morning, and it would reset itself and should work, hopefully, that whole day. But we don't know if turning it off and on like that would wear it out or cause any damage or anything like that. So, I don't know. Not sure why it would do that. I don't know. Someone had mentioned you can clean the dollar acceptor, but that, if it's resetting it, fixes it, I don't know. But, so, I'll have to look into that. Now, what we can do too, this guy I got from the Gorilla Laundromat, it was there when we took it over. I assumed it didn't work, but I put quarters in it, hooked up this thing, however it's supposed to go in here, kind of finagle it into there and drop it down there. And if we plugged it in, it works, but it only takes dollars. So that's kind of inconvenient if people don't have, dollar bills, because that one takes up to 20s. But we can install this right next to that one, secure it in here like this one is, and then have at least a backup, and maybe put a sign on it that says emergency backup only. So we have something here. And this one will hold 400 quarters, I think. So it doesn't hold a lot, but it would hold enough for kind of emergency use if this one stops working. So we have some options there. Now, we'll of course check out the machines. Someone else called me, said this machine wasn't working. When I came in here on Monday, it was working fine. So there's a lot of that goes on too. I don't know if the machines are just that finicky that sometimes they work and sometimes they don't, or if it's customer user error. Hard to say. So eventually, like I said, want to add a couple more dryers here, get rid of these. Of course, get these other ones fixed. It's just a matter of getting that scheduled. I'm also going to try to work on the soap machine a little bit more here too, and see what happens on that side of it. So we're already got all the drama for the day taken care of. That's for sure. Here's the guts of the soap machine, and you can see I put product in all the boxes because it says sold out, even though it's not. But I'm pretty sure they were using it that way before, because you can see all the blue tape the other laundromat had on it. Now the one thing, I put quarters in here, but I didn't put nickels and dimes. So I'm gonna try that. I don't know if that'll do anything or not. I should have done that before, but I realized I didn't. And hopefully I have enough nickels and dimes. I don't know if I do, but we'll try and see what happens. Okay, we're gonna check machines now and see how they all look. I'm not super optimistic, seeing as how our change machine isn't working. The door was locked. Maybe I'll be pleasantly surprised. I do have some good news though. If you remember, there's a little bit of money in there. That's always the least amount of money in there. I don't know if anybody even knows how to reprogram these things anymore. They're so old. But last week, you might remember I was talking about how my Speed Queen I brought in here, this is a better top loader, didn't have any money in the box at all. Well, it turns out my contractor had changed out the change box fairly recently, and he said there was $50 in there. Now, we don't know if that was all from here or if it had money in it from when I bought it from the other defunct laundromat, but there was some money in the coin box, which was a good sign. So it wasn't all bad. It was actually better last week than we thought as far as machines go. Now, this one usually has the most in it. Oh, that's not horrible. That's not as much as we'd like to see. But with as many issues as we've had, oh, that's not horrible either. Again, not as much as we'd like to see, but could be way worse. Last week I also was filming in kind of the wrong mode, so I apologize for that. It looked kind of weird. And then on top of that, I messed up my sound when I did my video. So I didn't have any sound for the first 40 seconds. And who knows? It's okay. Maybe some people enjoyed not having me talking. So I could just do that from now on. Okay. This is, not record-breaking, but it's not bad considering the issues we've had. And this laundromat's been here a long time, but I think the people who, it's a very small town, who frequented and have used it are used to it having issues. So it should be no surprise to them that things aren't working well. Although that's not how we want to run the business. We want to make sure, there we go. There's not much in there. Let's make sure. Again, we can definitely make things better, but it's tricky. The other laundromat's much more fun, I can tell you that. People are always saying these aren't working right either, and they always working fine for me. Now I tried to switch these coin boxes all to the same key. Ew, that's not very good. And my new coin boxes were too long. They didn't fit in here, so that's why we're still using a hodgepodge of keys here. Because this is one of the new coin boxes that does fit the Speed Queen. And we could probably do some modifications and get those other ones in here. Maybe. But, ooh, that's not very good either. I really don't have many coin boxes left though. That's one issue. I think I might be out of them, so I would have to order some more. Should, whew, yuck, be able to order some more of the same key code. Now I remember this one's keyed. There we go. That one's keyed the same as the dryers. I forgot about that. So, there we go. The old washers actually did horrible, absolutely horrible. The new washers did okay, the dryers did okay. We're definitely not breaking records. Makes it tough when stuff isn't working right. So, we still got a few things to do here. It's fairly clean in here, but there still could be a little bit here done. Of course, we do the wind traps, and then I might work on that soap machine a little bit too. So I did work on the soap machine a little bit and made no progress on it. I watched videos, I tried to see, like, I found one video of that soap machine and some people were saying they're changing the price. I was like, oh, I could still do that. It was like 28 minutes of them talking about the soap machine and putting it on the wall. And they said, oh yeah, we changed the price too, without showing how to change the price. So I didn't watch the whole 28 minutes, I skimmed through it, but it can be a time suck trying to figure out how to do this stuff. And like, even that Speed Queen, when I was trying to change the top load washer price, there are like 30 different models of that top loader, and you have to find the exact right one to figure out how to change it. So this is a very quick coin count because there's not much coins in there, which is kind of what I expected. It could have been worse, it could always be worse, but it would be nice if one day we had a really good week at this laundromat like we did before, but that's tricky when things continually go wrong. And yeah, it's really tough running a small laundromat. Everyone told me that when I started. I still did it. I think it's still been a good experience. But yeah, it's tough to run a small laundromat just because you don't have the scale that you need to really pay for all the things that are going to go wrong. So I think that was where my old washers at 213, which is horrible, absolutely horrible. We usually have way more than that. These are the new washers, which actually helped make up some for the old washers. So maybe people are starting to use the new washers more, but still not close to what we had last week or what we've had, you know, a few months ago when things were actually going pretty good. But looking at the positive, we're still doing better than we did kind of in the very beginning. So that's good. Things were very flat and pretty bad. Then they got way better and got excited, and then they've kind of regressed. We'll show you here at the end. But we're going on owning this for quite a while now. We do have an apartment in the building that's rented for $1,000 a month, so that helps. There's still a lot we can do here that I think will help it out. But it's a tricky time right now, and you'll kind of see, you know, where the bottom drops out. But our car wash stopped working, so that was not good. Machines kept not working. So we took out the vending machines. Not that they did much at all, but that was a tiny bit we lost there. So it's been a little bit challenging the last couple of months. And then I don't know if the seasons change at all for laundromats or not, but that could be part of it too. But you can see we dropped back down again, but we had so many different issues going on that that could be part of it. So hopefully getting that secondary coin machine installed helps. I can tell you it was a gigantic pain to load quarters into that. You have to like individually load quarters into each tube. So hopefully I don't have to use it very much, but that might help. And then I do need to schedule to get the other dryers installed and some of those other machines fixed. I think that will help. Honestly, what it really, really needs is one big machine somewhere. And I'd have to find either a soft mount to work on that wood floor, which is really hard to find. They almost never come up for sale. And if they are for sale, they're 3 states away, and it costs you as much to ship it as it costs for the machine. Or we would need to lay concrete somewhere, which would be really, really expensive too. So there are some things we can do still, but they're not exactly easy things to do. But we'll keep chugging it away. We'll keep working on this place. We'll keep showing videos, and then we'll see how things progress as the start of the year goes on. All right, thanks for watching. Love to hear what you think. We'll have more videos of this one and the other laundromat, which is doing much better. Our other flips, rentals, all that stuff. We have a couple flips. It should be done really, really soon. So look forward to those videos, and we'll be back soon.